assuming that the Supreme Court favors yung petition for habeas nila Pulong, sinong i-compel ng SC, local, sa mga PNP, ibalik si Duterte, parang gano'n?
So what happens kasi sa habeas corpus, diba? They ask you to produce the body. Correct. And then they ask you to justify bakit mo dinitain. So in this case kasi, ang sasabihin ng PNP obviously is that they had a warrant, they served it, then dun sa warrant, dalhin sa Hague, so sinakay nila sa aeroplano. So as far as factual, I think, diba, that's on record. You know? So what's left for the Supreme Court to do, diba, is to, kasi kasama nga dun sa petition, at least yung nakita ko sa TV, diba, and to prevent the ICC. So yung decision dun. So we could say in a sense it's moot and academic dahil nandun si Presidente, but in a sense naman na there are other warrants that can come. Do we, diba, for whether it's for
moving forward
for Senator Bato or the others. So do we want to be guided or hindi, diba?
So that's
Kasi kung hindi, we have to review all of our treaties. Kasi what if it's another court who suddenly comes here? And then mag-people's arrest ka, eto warrant, eto, sinakay ko sa aeroplano, dinala ko doon.
So, sir, in your perspective, mooted na yung habeas?
No, I'm just saying that if ever yun ang maging pananaw, hindi pa rin kasi nga others could be involved. Ayoko lang pangunahan ng Supreme Court, di ba? Kasi sila, but I'm just saying na personally for me, di ba, if I was arguing there, I would still want guidance. Even if you say na naisakay na sa aeroplano.
So yung decision ng Supreme Court, sir, if ever, is for the future arrests not itong KPRD.
If the Supreme Court, for example, says hindi lawful yung pagsakay na sa aeroplano and they have to pass the court, it will have persuasive effect. So now, the government now and the DFA will be forced to make representation sa ICC na mali yung arrest. And ICC is supposed to, core values nila is human rights. And core values nila is yung member state nila to respect the local laws. So even if humiwalay na tayo, I mean we left the ICC, they have to respect that. So but I said it could be persuasive. Diba? Kasi it's not like, for example, the US na kung may properties dito yung ICC, i-sanction mo, kunin mo, or hindi naman ganon. But may persuasive effect yan.
Just to clarify the word persuasive, can you elucidate on that?
Yung tinatawag na di ba, na hindi parating might is right. Sometimes yung right is also might, di ba? So kung may Supreme Court decision, aside from President Duterte being able to plead that sa ICC, di ba, the DFA, yung member states ng ICC, we can also lobby them and say na mali, di ba? So hindi naman ibig sabihin invalid yung warrant nyo. Ibig sabihin dalhin nyo yung warrant nyo sa local court, let them validate and let them. That's what I'm saying sa human rights activists, at hindi ko nila lahat, di ba? Na, di ba, kayo na nagsasabing two wrongs doesn't make a right. Wrong, do not, ano ba sinasabi parati ng human rights activists, di ba? The means does not justify di ba? The end does not justify the means, di ba? So, just because you want a drug-free Philippines, hindi pwedeng extrajudicial killing. And I agree with that. Diba? So ganun din kay Duterte. Just because you want him to be brought to justice, hindi pwedeng wala siyang due process at hindi pwedeng wala siyang. They did not give him the opportunity sa legal remedies niya. Diba? One, they did not allow all of his lawyers there. Two, he did not give the lawyers enough time. Diba, nakita mo si General Torre, 8 o'clock na, 8:30 na, sabi niyo 8. To make the pleadings. Okay, di ba kasi the reason why the Constitution provides na may lawyer ka, para the legal remedies are available to you. Okay. Una-una, hindi pinapasok lahat ng lawyer. Secondly, nakita mo naman, hinahablot yung lawyer niya, kinakausap. So, assuming that his 1 or 2 lawyers who were there were enough, did we give them enough time to go to court? And third, did we give the court enough time to decide? It's hassle, ha? I mean, if I was in the palace position, baka gusto ko rin ma-execute. But ang problema nga, that's why in-address ko yun sa human rights. Kahit ayaw na ayaw nyo kay Duterte, kahit you detest Duterte, di ba? Hindi ba dapat yung due process at yung availability of legal remedies? That's why nga ang dami nating kilalang, one was a senator, di ba? That's why personally, hanga ako kay Rene Saguisa. He took on so many cases where no one would take on that kasi talagang karumal-dumal yung crime, ang baho ng tanggapin yung kaso.
Sumauso na rin talaga.
Yes.
Anong theory niyo? What happened to the bridge?
I'll not have a theory. I'll based on the facts talaga, diba?
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
But I mean, kasi yung theory, di ba? But obviously, di ba? Obviously, something grave went wrong. And, and after seeing yung report ni Jessica, so it's not one bridge. So, and I don't have any confidence dun sa explanation na binigay ng DPWH that other bridges are safe.
Okay.
But that's why I'm just saying it now because I don't want people to panic. And I want them to answer. So in 30 minutes, in the next 2 hours, we'll have their answers whether other bridge, is this an exception? And may nangyari lang dito or they don't know or there are other bridges like this.
So after pag hindi na substantiate, Senator, pwede na tayo magpanic lahat?
We shouldn't panic in the sense of panicking, but we should at least, diba, know which bridges are unsafe and then ask whether nandun yung mga safeguards, whether it's the signs or yung magwe-wave or i-close muna.
Sir, andyan ka na rin naman. Other topics.
Sige.
Sanctuary daw, si Bato, what was your comment? Na she will seek sanctuary for as long as the Senate can give it to him.
I'm hoping that by the time maglabas ang ICC, if and when maglabas, there will be some guidance from the Supreme Court. So may petition naman for the writ of habeas corpus at kasama doon sa writ, at least nakita ko sa news reports, no, na kasama doon yung asking the court to interpret, di ba, yung cooperation natin with ICC, di ba? Because the Senate will always protect the institution, but it doesn't want a constitutional crisis. But naman my personal stand. I'm avoiding politics, I'm avoiding partisanship, but yung pinaka-basic is due process and being able to seek legal remedies, di ba? So kung ang isisik ni Senator Bato is more of sanctuary while you are seeking legal remedies or a due process, legitimate yon, di ba? Pero kung sasabihin mo lang the courts already said na kompleto yung that it's legal, that warrant of arrest, etc. Ibang usapan yan.
So in the interim, pwede pa po siya?
Well, I'm hoping before we get there, kasi wala pa naman. So may time din naman ang Supreme Court, di ba? Para may guidance na tayo pare-pareho.
Sir,
It's the confusion that's the killer eh.
Sir, kahit naka-break ang Congress, pwedeng mag-protect ang Senate kay Senator Bato?
That's a touchy subject and area, di ba? And we've seen the arrest of different senators before, di ba? And then eventually may negotiations yan, etc. No? But the concept of a sanctuary, di ba, is to protect the legal rights of the senator and the integrity of the Senate, and not to create a parang embassy na it's a separate country that you cannot touch, di ba? So kung let's say klaro yung batas, 'di ba? Halimbawa naka-session kami tapos klaro that below a number of years, 'di ba, you cannot arrest a senator while may session. So 'yun, pag very clear, papanliligan namin yung right namin, 'di ba? Or kaya hinuhuli walang warrant. So syempre proprotektahan mo yung institution kasi pwedeng lahat, 'di ba? But so in this case kasi yung issue talaga is can a foreign warrant of arrest be executed, be served, at pwede mo ba isakay na lang sa aeroplano at dalhin doon yung isang Pilipino? Because in my view, you have to go to a local court and they have to issue the warrant of arrest based on the foreign court's warrant of arrest. Kasi
Wala pong precedents kasi na ganitong sitwasyon.
Yes,
Senator.
yes. But precisely why our new constitution, which was a reaction to martial law, that there are different kinds of warrant of arrest, is quite strict. And the general rule is it's Philippine courts who can do a warrant of arrest, di ba? May mga exceptions yan, whether it be warrantless arrest or for example sa immigration, di ba? Pag pumasok and walang visa, yung mga ganon.
So pag naglabas yung Supreme Court ng sa habeas corpus, may bigat pa ba yun? Kasi nandun na sa dahig si Duterte. May bigat pa ba yun?
May bigat yun, and it has a legal precedent, and it will have persuasive effect. Ang problema yung enforcement, di ba? But that shouldn't be a factor because all around the world wala naman sariling enforcement mechanism ang courts except for a sheriff, di ba? So usually the courts rely on their authority, di ba? Not on certain might, di ba? So meaning pag naglabas ng Supreme Court, then it will be the duty of the Republic of the Philippines, including the DFA, diplomatic efforts na ibalik siya dito. But at least magkakaroon tayo ng certainty because you don't know if the ICC will issue a warrant for one person or for 500 people. So what if they issue it for 500 people? Ano remedy nung 500 na yon?
Deposition, sir. Deposition.
No, what I meant is what's their remedy if biglang hulihin sila tapos isakay lahat sa eroplano?
So yung issue ng jurisdiction ng Supreme Court over ICC, anong tingin mo?
No, the jurisdiction is so the ICC is based on on our saying yes to them, our concurrence at treaty. And so ito nga problema, 'di ba? So for example, yung mismong sa court sa ICC, 'di ba, may nag-dissent na wala silang jurisdiction. So if the first question nila President Duterte sa court is wala kayong jurisdiction, sino magde-decide nun? Yung ICC. Eh wala naman ICC Supreme Court eh. 'Di ba? So unlike sa local, kung hindi ka kontento sa MTC, you go to the RTC, hindi you go to the CA, then you go to the Supreme Court, and sabi nga nila, 'di ba, the Supreme Court is supreme not because it's always correct. God willing, they're most of the time or hopefully always correct, but because their decision is final. So that's why kung may problema sa interpretation sa ICC, you go to the local courts first before you go to them. That's why nga US never signed. And that's why nung meron warrant of arrest for Netanyahu, ano sabi ni President Trump? Sabi ni President Trump, sa sanction pa namin kayo sa ginagawa niyo. 'Di ba? So even dun sa cooperation with Interpol, hindi against the cooperation with Interpol to go to our local courts. We have an extradition treaty with the US. Yung kay Mark Jimenez, di ba? O anong ginawa? Nung ano dito, kailangan dalhin muna sa court. Lumulutang sa internet yung sinasabing the country can waive. Oh, who said we waived it? Sino? Ang sinabi lang, may warrant, may Interpol, pinadala doon. So kung winave natin, who waived it? Sino nagsabing winave natin? Di ba? A waiver is not, yung by the way, winave namin. Dapat it's a conscious act.
May
diba na
protocol
winave
dapat.
Yeah, that's why nga sa challenge ni Senator De Lima na sinabi niya isama ako, I challenge her to file a case here. Nung pinakawalan siya, sabi niya, the court works, di ba? Our system works, na-vindicate siya. So sabi niya, dapat isama ako. So file mo yung case dito. Di ba? Kasi i-demolish ko yung mga arguments mo, ipapakita namin sa inyo na panay political agenda, hindi human rights agenda ang ginagawa nyo. Every step of the way, yung concrete niyan, yung bakal, pinapadala sa isang center sa UP. And then after, katulad nito nangyari, there are certain tests that you can do to see nga kung ano yung nasa loob. Ano yung bakal sa loob, ano yung concentration ng concrete, etc. So that's what we want to find out at least today. Diba? So at least today, give us the timeline, the contracts and everything, and then number 2, anong investigasyon na ang ginawa nyo. So dun pa lang, if they did those tests and the tests that they're supposed to do after, malalaman natin kung sincere yung kanilang efforts to investigate or kung medyo may cover up.